when you come out, you gotta be the same nigga you was when you went in. Only harder.
So, I think Unique is definitely going to be willing to get back to where he was by any means necessary, and those were the words of Joey Badass on Unique's current situation in Season 2, and he knows it was Rock behind the setup, so it sounds as if he's willing to do anything, and that might mean killing on the way to getting this power back. But business is dry on the streets because Rock has taken the business off the streets and into the projects. And not only does he have issues on the streets, but Dean is about to cut off his supply. So where does he go from here? How does he rebuild? And does he even have an organization to come back to? Because Rock made it clear she wants to take Worrell and the rest of his crew and starve Unique. So in this video, we're going to break down how Unique plans on rebuilding, how he'll come for revenge, but how he may have made an unlikely alliance in jail, simply being in the right place at the right time. He may have saved someone who has ties to Sal Baselli and the Italian Mafia. But just taking it back for a moment, we saw a deep game of chess between Rock and Unique in Season 1. At first, Unique was more than fair in terms of giving Rock what she demanded, and that was it. But it was Kanan who kicked off this war after him and D-Wiz killed Buck 20 on a corner which Rock gave up. All Kanan had to do was ask Rock before he made the stupid decision to go after Buck 20. It would have saved a huge war from erupting between the two crews, and it would have also saved a lot of lives. But it really goes to show, Kanan was caught up in feelings over Davina more than anything else, which would have played a part in his decision to go after Buck 20. And then we saw how Unique used this to his advantage when he used the information from Davina by hitting the stash house. And just like Scrappy said,
Ain't like I'm inviting her in, man. Besides, she not in the game anyway. Everyone in the game.
So this constant back and forth between Unique and Rock ended up giving Rock no choice but to try and get rid of Unique for good. We saw her make a plan involving Unique's jacket, but with her go-to guy to get shit done being out of action, she had to rely on Kanan to get the job done on Detective Howard. But in Season 2, we learned all of Unique's alibis and whereabouts checked out the night of Detective Howard's shooting. And what also helped his cause is Detective Howard is lying about not remembering anything from the night he was shot. So when he comes back to Queens, either he'll go and visit Dean or Dean will summon Unique. And I'm sure Unique will want to try and carry on business as usual, collect his re-ups and start slinging on the streets. But Dean will make it crystal clear, he's done. He's no longer supplying Unique because just like he once told Rock, he hates attention from law enforcement. And even though Unique is free, he's firmly in the eyes of the NYPD. Dean is someone who likes being under the radar and off the grid, so he won't appreciate all the ruckus caused in Queens by him and Rock, especially considering it involves shooting of a cop, because we all know how serious law enforcement take it when it comes to one of their own, and that's why Unique is furious. He's lost the connect, he's losing business, and now he may be in for another shock when Worrell and the rest of his crew leave him for Rock.
But we ain't at war no more. I know who Worrell is. I know what he did. And I know what we did. And I know Unique too. And I'm trying to make sure that when Neek come home, and I hear it's gonna be soon, he ain't got shit to come home to. No people, no product, no possibilities.
So after the Thomas family dinner, Rock made it clear she wanted to crush Unique to the point he's left with nothing. But this is where she's making a huge mistake. If she truly wants to crush Unique, she needs to kill him. And Law 15 from the 48 Laws of Power even says, if you don't crush your enemy, there's always a chance they can come back. A classic example was how Ghost failed to kill Kanan. He surrendered because he wasn't in a position to attack Ghost, but he used his weakness as a strength. Everybody thought he was dead, so he was able to make moves behind the scenes as Slim. But Rock's game plan is to take his right-hand man, Worrell, and his entire crew. Now, if she takes Worrell, I'm sure the rest of the crew will follow. But if she were to kill Worrell, she won't get the backing, and it may kick off another war, which we all know is bad for business. So if you look at it from Rock's perspective, it is a bit of a catch-22. And so she made the call to bring Worrell in for a talk. Now it is yet to be seen whether Worrell will actually flip on Unique and move over to Rock's side. But at this moment in time, it really is hard not to see him accepting Rock's proposal. She's currently sitting on the throne and everybody needs to eat. So eventually I do think Worrell will accept Rock's terms and in essence, possibly replace Lou. And that would be bad news for Unique, because what does he do without the connect, the streets and the crew? So this is where we come to the Italian Alliance, and ironically, where Rock actually saved Detective Howard because he got his bone marrow transplant thanks to him being shot. We can say the same for Unique, because if he never went to jail, he may never have made this potential alliance with Marco, because this is what may have happened in this situation. So listen to what Marco said very carefully.
Get your fucking hands off me! You know who my father is? Look at me! You know who I am? Huh?
So this is Marco, and he said, "Do you know who my father is? Do you know who I am? And what are the odds he's the son of the Italian Mafia's boss, Sal Baselli?" Unique could have easily found himself in hot bother, because getting into a fight could have added extra jail time, but he actually found himself in the right place at the right time, because not only did he deal with these thugs for Marco was grateful for his help and backed Unique and said it was these guys who jumped him first, but I don't think their relationship ends here. Marco is probably the son of Sal Baselli, or he has some sort of ties to the Italian Mafia, and considering Unique saved Marco, this could be Unique's passage back into the game. So what are the odds? When Dean cuts off Unique's supply, and when and if he loses Worrell, he creates an unlikely alliance with Sal Baselli. So if we bring it back to the 48 laws of power again, Law 23 is concentrate on your forces. And this is where sometimes people get distracted and pulled in different directions, which wastes energy and effectiveness. And in Unique's case, if Worrell wants to leave, let him leave. Or use him as an inside man, who knows. But the key is to prioritize the next steps, and in his case, this potential alliance with Sal Baselli and the Italians. Because as they say, the enemy of my enemy is my friend, and this is where both Unique and Sal Baselli find themselves. They're up against Rock. So at some point either in episode 2, 3 or 4, we're probably going to be introduced to Sal Baselli, because Rock wants to expand and she doesn't mind stepping into the hostile Mafia territory. Now, if they were real smart, all the leaders would come together and come to an agreement on territory, because you're always stronger working together than against. But Rock and Unique already tried that, and it's never as simple as that in the game. There's too much money, power, and respect at stake, and nobody wants to be taking orders from anybody else, especially a woman in a man's world. I'm sure everybody wants to be the kingpin or queenpin. So Sal Baselli won't like the fact Rock is creating noise in his territory, and so now he and Unique will end up having a common enemy. How Unique and Sal Baselli work together is yet to be seen, but I'm sure this will be answered either in episode 2, 3 or 4, and Marco will play a part, because someone needs to stop Rock, but I think he's gonna have to take more than just Unique teaming up with the Italians. But that's a breakdown of where we are with Unique, how he'll probably find himself in a position where he's lost Worrell and most his crew, but how he could gain a new one, and how it spells danger for Rock. So drop all your thoughts down below on all things Unique, and of course if you are new to the channel and you haven't done so already, then remember to smash the subscribe button if you want to see everything Power Book 3 and Power Universe related. But as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.